Hello everybody, welcome. I want to take a 10-minute video of 4 hours and 4 days of something that I've talked about in the past. However, I haven't revisited it lately because I felt like it was being used as a weapon, but I didn't realize at the time that it was already going on. And then I just really got in awareness around how these Iranians actually have always lived their life. So how does it work is it's all about networking of money and power of occurrence to someone. That is actually what it means to be a Muslim. This is actually what it means to be an Arab. This is exactly what Motivan's distributing as content across the platform. Example is Gary Vaynerchuk can't stand her, yet you just saw a video of her in her rich, wealthy, uprise apartment of how she wants it to be perceived. Perception is everything to an Iranian or a Persian. It's all they care about. They only care about their persona of brand and image. They do not care about anything else. And they will sugarcoat anything with lies to cover up the last lie, to cover up the last lie. And then they will try to make you forget about the previous lie by making you feel stupid about knowing about the last lie. In conversation, they act as if they're the most educated, but they have no education. Example is how I just spoke. They will actually even figure out energetically to flip words around for other people in the room so that they can occur as kings and queens. However, in America, we don't have kings and queens, do we? No, you're not a princess because you don't do anything for anyone. You just stand around and show people that you're a princess. So that's what, a Frozen princess? Right now, they're finagling around trying to look for some way to manipulate you as the audience to make believe in something that is, I don't know what to say. Yeah, no, because you're not that smart. And I just said that. I said, you're not that smart. But Princess Nora holds the word smart and then moves about her day. However, I said, you're not smart. Then she goes off to meet her person at George Washington University, who's an American, who's our first president, who she doesn't give two shits about, and then tries to say that she's Princess Nora and live in the place where I just said that she's not smart. However, she lives in the word of what I just said called smart. But I remind you that she's not American. She's a Persian whose first language was Farsi. So they don't think like Americans, which is why Americans are miscommunicating. It's a misfire of communication when it comes from Motivan. Motivan doesn't speak English. She speaks Farsi in the form of English. So she tries to take English and own it as if she owns it, as if it's a Farsi language, to use that language as an overpowering experience over Americans, and then calls it democracy because she's speaking her version of America. It's a very important distinction that needs to be addressed here. She prides herself on what? Being Persian, on being Iranian, on her history, on her fake holistic pharmacy degree, on her fake existence. It's all fake. There's nothing. She's never done anything to actually be proud of anything except for put on a red dress and have a paparazzi event in her own house. But that gives her a experience of a breakthrough, as if somebody recovering from a divorce. And you're like, I'm free, right? Actually becomes a weapon for Motivan too, by the way. Understand that you can't share anything with a Persian. You can't share anything with people from these countries because they use that against you as a weapon. However, in America, like with Marianne Williamson and people like Deepak Chopra, you should be able to share in a safe space at a yoga retreat or a meditation retreat. However, if Motivan's sitting in the room, she's going to use that as a weapon against you. But you're in there to heal yourself, but she's going to use it on her Instagram story. And that is for every migrant and immigrant in this country, because you don't actually understand what it means to be a wholesome, ethical, moral individual. No, you're only out to egotistically try to be a queen in some weird delusional existence of your steak blood party. So even though everybody showed up to the steak blood party and she's got a script going and they know what they're supposed to say, everything about this party is praising Mona Van for all the hard work and effort that she put in. And it was expected for you to bring flowers to the event, yet you didn't bring flowers, so she got pissed off at you. So she probably disrespected you in some way, shape, or form. Not to mention she doesn't like the skin color black, which means there's 2 strikes against you because you are considered to her less than her, although we live in America and you're part of what, BLM? BLM was started because of a Obama who's actually a Muslim. In the old days, it is said by people who are knowledgeable about the history of how the ship came over from Africa, you were afraid is why you got on that ship. You were afraid of what the Muslims were doing to you in Africa. And you were basically fleeing your land. It just so happens that the person that was convincing you to get on the ship was Muslim and Arab, and they sold you to people in America. But upon selling these people, all the movies is all fake. It's all movies. There are real videos out there showing what these people did. They sat on fences and watched soldiers walk by, and then John Wilkes Booth showed up, and you just released these people with no assistance. And that's why you're still on Section 8, because you still live with a chip on your shoulder because of what the Arabs did to you. Yet you won't recognize that because you're too busy listening to the Arabs as they infiltrate you with your Allah free ride wannabes. As we continue on with this conversation, we're at the blood stake party. She's expecting everyone to agree to everything that she has to say, even though what she says is completely moronic. A dictator in a room of 7, a dictator in a room of 2, any place she goes, everything that she says has to be the golden diamond nugget of everything that ever goes on, even if she says the word diabetes medicine to a physician who has 20 years of actual effective leadership at a doctor's office. And then if I say that, she takes on as if she's the one that has the leadership of an actual doctor. However, she's not a doctor. This is how very easily seen this all is, because she never lives in who she actually is. She's constantly playing flip the card to see what's gonna stick to the wall and to stick around to make herself look like a queen on a stage, when all it is us looking at her going, are you shitting me right now? Literally, this is her story. Everything about her is a complete lie. Everything about her, she has no history of education. She doesn't have anything of value to bring to the table. She's not even attractive. She's got hammer toes. Her body is like weird as shit. But she wears bikinis. And she's how old? You all wear bikinis because she wears bikinis. And then you're all competing when you're old and she's young. She's actually young, lied about her age because she wants to occur a certain way. Yet all of it is a complete lie. But guess what? Armenians are doing the same thing. And then when something hits the fan, she blames everyone else except for her own damn self. Or she'll play the card of I'm a doctor, but she's not a doctor. And then nobody speaks out against it. And there she is again, running on the hamster wheel, doing the same shit she did last week, the same shit you did last week. It's literally like 4 years of the same motherfucking shit. And you as audience still can't recognize the disgraceful nastiness shit. I mean, what kind of fucking education do you have to have? High school education, you should be able to look at this woman and know that this is not the type of shit that we want to see in any form of business. At any event, on any form of global scale. We do not want to look at these women wearing bikinis, talking the way they're talking, and violating our boundaries so that they can feel validated for being a vicious criminal. It's the reality of what we're dealing with, and guess what you have to do? Something. You have to go do something instead of sit back with your fingers twiddling, waiting for the ball to drop, because this shit ain't dropping until my shit goes viral. Oh, wait, I think I used that line like 4 years ago, but Mona Van told you that it wasn't the right time yet. And then you said it wasn't the right time yet there either, or there, because you were being infiltrated again. Oh, wait, there it is again. And now she's got a diamond ring on it, and you're getting one a day ever closer to having that as the rest of your fucking existence. Oh, wait, there it is again.